我这样我就要转头哎，
这样
好了， OK， 这样我就要一直转。
Okay, you go. Okay, start talking. Yeah.
Hi,
Okay, morning everyone.
good morning.
Yep, we'll be starting this start of the week soon. And good news, Benjamin, our host for last week, his father, his baby just was born yesterday. So very happy for him. So good that the mom and the baby is well after the delivery.
Yeah, congratulations, Benjamin. Welcome to fatherhood.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Like what Zhong Jie actually said, we have a new father. Hence, the new father is not here. And so, guys, if you are joining us for the first time, okay. All right. Thanks again for joining us. And so this is actually a session where we called it ourselves the SOW Start of the Week. And SOW is really just a session where we're going to share some of the latest news, what's trending in terms of insurance, in terms of financial planning, investment. And so we've got my two buddies here, my left and right buddy. Okay, that's Zhong Jie on my right and Sean on my left. Okay.
Hi.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
If you do not know them, check us out on our previous sessions, our previous videos, okay, where they have done their own introduction, okay. And so if you are ready, okay, come, let's join in and start the session, okay. Okay, so guys, today the topic, as you've seen, okay, is titled YUL. Okay, so guys, so our listeners, okay, YUL, or rather, you may be asking, is what is UL in the first place, right? Okay, so let's ask our pro, okay, Zhong Jie. Okay, now, Zhong Jie, can you just share with us, okay, what is UL, or rather, what does UL stand for?
Okay, UL stands for Universal Life. It's a kind of traditionally this kind of insurance. It does have the benefit to have a high death benefit, and you're able to use premium financing to have for this plan. And also for this plan, it does have returns with a minimum credit rating guaranteed for this plan.
Okay, all right. So Zhong Jie, you are actually using some technical terms, right? Okay, like high insurance. Okay, I think everyone understands. Credit rating in this case, maybe for our listeners, what do you think? Can you maybe do some layman explanation?
Yes, okay. For credit rating, it means that there's a fixed return that minimally they were able to return year on year. Example, it can be 1%, 2%. Yes.
Understand. So in some sense, right? Okay, your UL is something that has some cash value, some returns, right? Okay, that's good. Okay, now if you are, guys, if you're wondering whether UL is something that you can consider, okay, we've got an example that we can share with you. Hopefully, it'll give you some ideas, okay? And that's where we bring in Sean, okay? Yeah. All right. So Sean, okay. Recently, I understand that you actually onboarded a client.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So this particular client actually, took up a UL, Universal Life, and so maybe you can tell us a little bit more about who this person is, or rather, just generic, and what are his considerations, and how you approached it.
Okay. Recently, I have this client that is actually he has some spare cash on hand. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's not a lot, but quite okay. Yeah,
maybe a few million.
No, a few million, a few hundred.
A few, okay,
a few
alright.
hundred K.
Okay.
Yeah, so but he's a business owner.
Okay.
Then he also want to leave a legacy for the children.
Okay.
So he's actually asking me, is there any plans out there that is suitable for him? So
Okay.
and because of the low interest rate environment currently, he's looking at some investment which can make use of the low interest rate.
Okay.
Let's say he's also thinking of buying a property, but of course the cash is not enough. For
Okay.
a few hundred K as a down
Yeah.
payment, so he have to actually invest in a lot.
Yeah.
So currently nowadays, let's say for investment for a property, right, it will cost him around 1 million at least.
Yeah.
So,
Correct.
But so it's a bit difficult for him.
Okay.
So what I can actually recommend him is this so-called UL plan. Which
Okay.
actually he only need to come out with around 100K upfront,
Okay.
taking a loan of 300K,
Okay.
then he will get a coverage of around 3 million.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
that's right.
100K for 3 million coverage.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. So obviously, if it's just doing that, but is there a catch?
Is there a catch?
Mm.
As in, definitely, he has to like pay the interest.
Okay,
He has
okay,
to
okay.
pay the interest. The interest is like let's say around 2%. So
Okay.
meaning around $500 per month.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So that means like what you're saying is that this person had to put in 100K and technically like take up a loan of 300K, which is actually for premium size of
Yes,
like
that's
400K lah.
Yes, yes.
All right. Then after that, pay the interest on the loan, the 300K instead,
Yes,
which is
that's
in this case at 2%, it's about $500
So
a
if
month.
in any case which the interest goes up, so that will be the a risk for him.
Okay, all right, okay. So then in this case for our listeners, then in this case, it is when the interest goes up, is that a real concern? For example, interest rate will go up or even go down. Go down is even better, lah.
Yeah,
Right?
go down definitely will be
Okay.
better. So, but for him, so what I recommended is since he has the extra cash, meaning that let's say he already have 300,000 on hand. So once the interest rate goes up, he can actually repay it.
Okay.
So that will minimize his risk.
Okay, okay, all right. Understand. So this particular client also has to have some ability to take on the full premium if there is a need, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so maybe I can ask Zhong Jie here that in the event like for a client like that, right? Because we always talk about like your financial blueprint and your roadmap, right? So for Zhong Jie, I mean, what do you think are the things that a client like Sean should look out for?
I think first and foremost, we have to know what is the objective that you want to do. Because in terms of like creating a portfolio, in Sean's client's case, that he actually gotten this plan. I think the objective is to leave down a legacy, pass down.
Okay.
So I think this works very well, which I think seems even better than getting a tangible asset, example like a property, because the amount of down pay is lower, and overall the amount that you want to put in is actually way lower than servicing a property, because the amount you put in is not enough to get a property, the same amount.
Yeah. So what would be something that something to look out for, just to be careful you do your due diligence then?
Okay, so that's why when we refer to a financial blueprint, we have to sit down to see together with the professional, and in the context to understand what is the objective of the plan we are getting. Example for this, to leave a legacy behind, how we can optimize our resources in this context.
Okay, all right, good. So that means like what you're saying is that Sean and Zhong Jie is like both actually comes together as a whole financial blueprint, a full financial discussion. Okay, understanding and then making use of the current situation. And then making the best of it. Okay. Then at the same time also in this case understanding whether in the event that interest rates are actually increasing, then whether you have the so-called backup plan to tackle it lah. Right.
Yep.
Okay. Great. Well, first of all, Sean, thanks very much for sharing that. And also congratulations for bringing that particular onboarding that client in as well. Okay. And so maybe in this case, any last words, let's say, for example, for a client who's or our listeners here who are considering you out, any particular handles that you can actually give a tip for the person to consider?
I think the most important things is you have to talk to your financial planner.
Yeah.
And go through your portfolio. And he will definitely be able to help to
look into it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, if you are looking for a financial planner, you know who to look for, lah. Okay, these two guys here, right? Okay. And so Thanks very much. Oh yes, and Zhong Jie, any thoughts?
Yep. Similarly to what Sean has shared, I think it's very important to have a regular evaluation of the resources we have and what is the objective that we want to do. So the objective, then we can try to see how we can optimize the resources we have to get the maximum benefit from it.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay. And thanks very much, guys. Okay. I hope you enjoy it. Okay. So if you like the topic that we've done today, okay, please share it and please subscribe to our channel as well. And until then, have a good week ahead. Stay safe and stay healthy. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.